Hi, Shruti.
Hey.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, cool. So we are going to discuss about the date functions. Okay, in our last session, we saw we discussed what is the date function in a real-time applications. Okay, today we're going to see um, how we're going to work with the real-time applications. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, as we discussed, DL is a single column table, okay, scalar table where you can make use of any functions, okay, for arithmetic functions or date functions, any kind of conversions and all. You can instead of creating table and insert the data, you can directly make use of this table with any sample arithmetic. And here sysdate is the another function from the Oracle server, okay. All state will do is sysdate represents the today's state, okay. And to execute this query, select start from DL, okay. It is going to display 2015 4155, okay. That is our server time, okay. By default, sysdate will give today's date, 16th March 2015, okay. 2015 is today's date, correct. And that 40155, okay. So the timestamp will based on Oracle server, where your Oracle server lies, okay. It might be the PST or EST or CST, IST. We install your Oracle server, or running the Oracle server, you need to provide some parameters like what is your default date format and what is the time zone under, okay. Based on the time zone, it's going to display the state, okay. When you try to execute the state, it will go and push the Oracle server, okay, where the Oracle server lies. Based on the time zone you provided while installing the Oracle server, you go and display the timestamp, okay. So by default, sysdate will come along with the this, okay. Scene is the date, MAR is the March is the month, and 2015 is the year. And then after that, you can see till 16th March 2015, we it as a date, okay. 16th March 2015 up to 2015, we can say it is a date format. Whenever see hours, minutes, seconds as well, we can say date the timestamp, or simply we can say timestamp, okay. So here 16th is the date, next read is MAR is the March, and 2015 is the year, and 04 is the hours, and then 01 is the minutes, and 55 is the seconds, okay. The format should be like MONYYY H24 MISS. Here this H24 is optional, so when you specify HH24, you will get the time in the 24 format, okay. In AM and PM, you get it in a 24 format. If you mention this 24 here, you will simply HHMMISS, okay. HH represents 2-digit hours, okay. We have up to 2 hours or 24 hours, whatever it may be. It should be up to 2 digits. And minutes as well till 59, according to 59. So we should have MI represents 2-digit minute value, and SS represent 2-digit seconds value. Might be you can go with the nanoseconds by adding the multiple SS, but for now, for our exercise perspective, we can go till seconds, okay. So here what we are going to do is till date, month, year, hour, minute, seconds, okay. Okay, use date, build some examples, okay. What I am doing here is sysdate, okay. We know sysdate represents a true date. When say simple sysdate plus 1, what we are doing here is we are doing a simple arithmetic operation saying that my intention is that I add one date, two dates, okay. Here let's assume sysdate is the today's date, okay, 16th March. My intention of adding plus 1 is that I want to get the tomorrow's date, okay? And if you see sysdate plus 2, intention is that 2 plus Let's and see the output. 16th, when I add one more date, if you see here, I get 24 hours frame. Okay, 16th March 2015, including hours, minutes, second, at 4 a.m. 4:43, and exactly it will go and add one more day, that is 24 hours. Okay, one day means 24 hours. In terms of hours, when say it's 24 hours exactly. So it is in 16th March. Here we see the 17th March. When we say plus 2, it is giving 18th March 2015. Another example, instead of positive number, I would like to see the back date as well. Here I am taking today's date and tomorrow's date and today's back date. See here, 14th March 2015. Agree? Today back to the 5th date. Okay? Yeah. Till this point here, right? So in time, okay, let me explain you the scenario way. Okay, one of your report or one of your requirement, okay, what you need to do is, let's say, let us assume that you are working for a call center application. Here, I request, okay, for a mobile operator, being customer, I raise the complaint saying that I raise the complaint. So due to some issue, okay, will be some SLA, right? For the complaint, as they register your complaint, they will say that next 24 hours or next 48 hours, your request will be resolved. Okay, so based on the request type, they will set up SLA. We call it as in real time is SLA. Okay, SLA is nothing but an estimated time. Okay, now being supervisor, okay, at the high level, people want to see how many tests, how many complaints are in the pipeline. At the end, how many complaint or requests are in the pipeline. So for that, as to see the SLA, okay, next 2 days, the requests that are going to be finished in the next 2 days based on the SLA, okay, what are the requests? Out of 100 requests, I want to fetch only the requests that are going to be completed in next 48 hours. So in that scenario, if you know, say in a static approach, if you say that you know today is, you know, so you can directly go with 6 March 2015. So say the request complaint date or request date between 6 March 2015 to 8 March 2015, because you know today's date. Okay, but you working real-time application and once you promote your code, once write your SQL, it is going to be served for next couple of years. Okay, so every day you cannot go and change the date, right? If today is 16, tomorrow you can go and go back to your application and go back to your SQL query, and you can go and update like 17 and 19, and the day after tomorrow 18 and 20. You cannot do it manually like this, right? So for it should be once you say that your query is done, it means it will be in a dynamic approach. No is going to be parameters every day. Okay, so you please remember this one. Okay, in the application, any application, it might be the SQL query or it might be the ETL procedure, ETL package, or a report, is going to which parameters are input values every day. Okay, we cannot. It will be an automated approach. So that's the reason what we can say, instead of giving the static or manual entry, can we use the sysdate form, right? Yeah. When it says sysdate, if this query today, it will take today's date. If you run the query tomorrow, it will take automatically the tomorrow's date. So can say the LA between sysdate and sysdate plus 2, like that. I want the rigs that are going to be finished next 48 hours. So can I say the request date between sysdate and sysdate plus 2. So it is going to be it is all the rows that are having the SLA day between 16th March and 18th March, right or wrong?
Right.
And again, every day you need to generate a report like this. So we go with the static date, 16th, 17th March, or 18th March. When we go with the manual dates, every day need to change the values, the date values, right? The start date and end date. So with the sysdate and approach like sysdate and sysdate plus 2. So if you write it tomorrow, it will take, instead of 16, it will take the 17th and 19th. Correct? Like in red, we are going to use this state function. Is it?
Yes.
Okay, we see the date part. Okay, now till now we see how to add a date, how to subtract a date, how to get the tomorrow's date, how to get the old date and future date, everything. With respect to the dates we covered till now, let's say our next level is okay. Dates, it is clear. So what happened if I want to get the next 10 minutes or next 15 minutes with date? Within the date, there will be the second category called hours, right? We dig into more. Here you see what 6 date plus 1 means. It is going to be add one more day. Correct or not?
Yeah.
6 date plus 1, it is going to be add 24 hours. So when I one day means how many hours? 20, right? So when I divide 24 with 24, what will happen? What will be the result? 1 hour. Right?
Yeah.
So day 1, it is going to take 24 hours, right? Internally, it will take 24 hours.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
by default, all inputs it will take as a in terms of okay. When you try to add a simple value like a numeric value like 1, 2, 3, 4, by default it will take it as a date. It is nothing but 4 hours. And we say divide by 24. What will happen? 6 date plus 24 hours divided into 24. So it is going to be the 1, correct?
Yeah.
2015, 4, 6 and 5, 12, 26. So if you want the next 1 hour or next 2 hours, how many hours you want to do? You need to divide that with 4 hours. Okay? Or else can do. Okay? That you can do. It is a big because no, if you have one arithmetic value like 1, 2, 3, 4, going to be considered by the Oracle server or any other database is in 1 day. Nothing but 24 hours. Okay, if you divide it into 24 hours, we can say that to be I'm going to add 6 plus 2 by 24. Right? So how so get the seconds level or minutes level as well. So we to date and then we saw how to do with the dates, and now the next part is that how to do the minutes. So what happened? 1 by 24 is going to give 1 hour, right? So again I'm going to divide 1 hour.
Excuse me, Anil, I'm sorry to interrupt. Actually, can be back in like 2 minutes.
No problem. You want me hold us?
No, you can continue actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So try to divide 1 by 24 means it is going to be divide 1 day with 24 hours. So basically in 1 day we have 24 hours. So we are going to divide with 24 with the value 24. Then it is going to be 1. So 1 hour is nothing but in terms of minutes. 1 hour is nothing but 60 minutes. So again we are going to divide 60 minutes with. So it is going to be minute. And see the output. See the 6 date is 16th March 2015, 4:14:48, and if you see here, it just added only 1 minute. Here 14:48, here is 4:15:48. Okay, so this is how we can add 1 minute output date. The next level is seconds. So what we are doing here, if you see, if you have this one, when divide 24 hours, it is going to give hours, and you multiply with the minutes, so there will be 60 minutes to an hour. So the region we are dividing with the 60, and at part you can get the minutes, and it will be 60 seconds to a single minute. That's the reason we are dividing again with the minute with the and we are going to get the seconds value. Input date is 4:15:45 and it's added 1 second, that is 4:15. In Spotify, it got added with 1 second and the output is. Have any questions? Okay. Dates, there are, apart from these generate validations like how to convert how to get tomorrow's date, how to get the yesterday days, how to convert the given date into minutes, how to convert the given date into seconds. Okay. So we discuss all these things. Now let's go in more deeper. So deeper with working with the date functions. Here, if you see the function name of the important function, that is called months between. Okay. From the name itself, you can say that you can get the number of months between two dates. Okay. So the start date and end date. Okay, and make sure that end date is the higher value and start date is the lower value. Okay. So if you want to get the it should be a positive approach in a positive mode. So end date will be the highest date and start date would be the date. If you see here, what is happening here? Here I am taking select date comma. For the between, I am passing end date is this date, and I want to get the difference between. So difference in the sense subtract between today. I want to subtract next 90 days. I mean, it's the next 3 months from the today's date. Okay. See the today's date, when we say 6 date plus 90 means next 3 months. See here, it is give minus 2, 3, 2.3. It's almost very close to the 3. Okay. Nice is nothing but what is minus 2.9?
And minus 0.9.
Yeah, minus. As I said, end date and start date. End date would be the highest value and start would be the lowest value, right? If we say which is the better, today is the greatest value or tomorrow is the greatest value? In dates, 16th March and tomorrow is 17th March. Which is date?
Tomorrow.
17th, right? So this date is today's date and 6 days plus 90. That means next 90 days. Which one highest value?
Yeah, can't it give 3 directly, and why is it giving 2.9 something?
No, what it will do is it will subtract to date. Let's say if you are subtracting 16th March, 19th March, what is going to happen? It is going to give your add up 1 day, right?
Yeah.
You are 1 day earlier, correct?
Yeah.
So like that, it is trying to do that date minus 90. Okay. So let's assume here. Let's add state 19 in our select statement so that you can understand better. So what to do is we are trying to subtract 14 from 16th March, which is the highest date. When we compare 16th March and 14th June, 14th is the upcoming date, right?
Yeah.
16th March is the lower value compared to the 14th June. So March is the before compared to the June, right?
Yeah.
So what happening months between? So it will do subtraction between the end date minus start date. Okay, end date is 6 March and it is going to subtract 4 June. Okay, so it means you are going to get a 2.93 means it's a value, right? Because you are subtracting value to the highest value. So execute the another example and you can get the difference here. Here 9.95. Why? Because you are subtracting future coming date to March today's date, right or wrong?
Right.
Add months. So in the months between, we will get the difference of in terms of months between the two dates. Where in the is add months. In the add months, if you see here, you can any number of month to a date. That should be like input date, whatever the date that you want to. Again, give it as input date, and then second argument should be the number of months. So many months that you want to add to the current date. See, I am taking sys date. I would like to add 3 months to the sys date, and so I want to add minus 3 months to the sys date. Okay? Let us see. 16th March, when I say sys date comma 3, okay, I'm trying to add 3 months. Okay, add months of 3: March, April, May, June. 3 months added. When you see here minus 3, it got subtracted. It into the reverse way. March, before the March, February, before February, January, and before the January, December. So go in the negative direction. Report. Okay, let's assume you want to prepare a report. Will give the last 3 months activities from whenever let's say you are running the query today. So I want to fetch the data from today's to the last 3 months data. Okay. So scenario you can say that minus 3, so that it will go and fetch this part of time to the last 3 months data. Correct? When you provide the number of months in the negative direction, it goes in the negative way. That is, it is going to be in the negative direction, not in the positive direction. So here, positive negative means, when you say positive means upcoming dates, negative means already completed date. It's a old list. So that's here 6. When you try to subtract 3 months, before the March, there will be the first month is February, and the second month is January, and the third month is December. So that's you got 6th December 2014. Second argument, that is add month to sys date comma 3. So here you are giving the positive input. The positive argument 3. When you say 3 means it is assuming that you are looking for the upcoming date. So that's the reason it will take by default is in a positive way, that is in a non-negative way. So it will take sys date, today's date, and it will go and add 3 months. That's the reason. For the March, next one is April, May, and June. You have to get June 2014 here. So, Shruti?
Yeah.
Will give the input date, and you can specify that, what will the date for the next Friday? What will be the date for the next Wednesday? What is the date for the next Sunday? So fetch that kind of information. Okay. See here I am doing sys date, and the next day of sys date comma 3. I just passed the 3 and try to see what is going to happen. What is that here? You get here. Today 16th March. When you say next 3 days, okay, when you apply the 3, when you pass the 3 value, you got the 17th. Go to the calendar and you see here 15, 16, 17. So basically in any of the database, it will consider is the first day and say is the last day of a week. Okay. In that scenario, if you see here, 15th is the first day, the second day, and 17th is the third day, 18th is the fourth day, 19th is the fifth day, and 20th is the sixth day, and 21st is the third day of a week. Okay, we have 7 days in a week, and consider Sunday is the first day of a week, and Saturday is the last day of a week. In scenario, if you see state and apply, pass the arguments like 3, 4, 2 kind of thing, it will take within week. In which like if sys date is the 16th, right? So you take the same week, and based on input you pass 3, it will go to the third day of a week. If you see here, instead of value, instead of the number of a day, I'm passing to you first 3 letters of a day name. Okay, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, like that. I am passing. So mine is that I want to get the next Thursday date. If you go there and see what is the next Thursday date, 19th, right? In whenever you deal with the next day or a next day function, it will work as a specific week period. That's all. Okay. When you say Thursday, it will not go and check for the it to give and for the next week, that is 2600. Okay. Within the specified week, how it is going to determine which week that you are expecting. Okay. Week Thursday that you are expecting. When the sys date or input date, based on the input date, it will go and check. The input date is fall under which week. Okay. Based on the same week, it is going to fetch the next day. Okay. And say today is Monday, right? Trying to get the next Monday value. What will happen? We'll see here. Plus, it's already Monday, so it is going to be considered on the next day onwards. Okay. So next Monday, it will keep on continuing from this day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, and the next Monday would be 23. So it is going to be the 23. But in our previous example, we are requested for the next Thursday, and 16th, it will keep on searching for the next day onwards. That is, it's from 17th. We'll see. 17th is the Thursday. No. And then go to the next value. 18th. 18th is the Thursday. No. We will go to the next date. That is 19th. 19th is a Thursday or not? Yes. 19th is a Thursday. It will go and pick. So you are requesting for the next Monday. This is already happened. It's happening, right? So from this, you can understand that we conclude that. So whenever you are working in the next day, it is going to be consider the next day onwards. Okay, right or wrong? It is not going to consider the same day.
Yes.
If it is not the same day, it is going to give the 16th. But it is considering today, so that's the reason it start fetching from the tomorrow onwards. Okay, next day onwards, from the given date to the next day onwards, and it look for the next occurrence of a Monday. And if you can give it the shortcut, that is the first 3 letters of at least first 3 letters of a month, or first 3 letters of a day name, or you can give complete day name, that is THURSDAY. And if you are here, first 3 letters are in capital, the rest of the letter is small. Okay, so there is no sensitivity between this parameter value as the date name. Okay, here I pass any parameter. Okay, just to take in next day, as per the syntax, we should see next should expect 2 arguments. The first argument should be the input date, and the second argument should be the day number or day name. But here I am trying to pass. Okay? I am not trying to pass anything, and I am trying to get the next day. So giving invalid arguments. From the error message, you can understand that it is expecting some arguments, and we are not giving as required arguments list. Okay, so it is as per the syntax, it is expecting. So next what from the sys date, what is the next day that you want to fetch, that you want to see, but you are providing any value. That's the reason whenever you see any of some inputs and you are not providing that inputs, okay, then you should see this kind of error message, that is invalid number of arguments. And another example with the negative approach. Okay, -2. In previous example, when we pass a 3, it would display the third of a week, right? And when you execute this one, give me 2. Consider here, not every day of a week. Okay. From the name itself, you can see that next means it will go in the one direction, that is the future direction. It is positive direction. It will not go and search for the or completed dates. So next function, okay, you need to understand one point here is next day function will looks for the day starting tomorrow. That's all. It will not go back, and it will not go for the old week and all. Okay, it always go and search for the coming dates. That's the reason from the name itself we can understand that. That's when they name it as a next. Next means it is going forward, not to the old one. Now tell me, if you understand next day, what will be the last day function will do? Next day will do?
It's future date. So last day will go to old date, past dates.
Fast. So let's take one of the example, that is the next day of 3, okay? Or day. With the date for the coming Monday. So that when we execute using the next day function, it displays as the 23rd of this, right? As the okay, let's say if we pass the last day of month, I mean to say last day with the argument MON. So you say, I mean, what you mean to say is it is going to display the previous Monday. That is what you are output. That's what you are trying to say. So you next day with the next Monday, it displays with with the 23 value, right?
Yeah.
So say last day, so it is going to display 9th or something. That is what you are expecting. Will go in the forward direction. So obviously last day will go in the negative direction.
Yes.
So that understanding, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
When you do this one, okay, I'm using this date and I'm just giving the last day. What it is giving here? The last day function will give the month date, okay? Last day of a month. Last day of a given month. Okay. So how it is going to give the last day or today? We'll see. Today, what I am trying to do is, I am today's date. I want to go for the 6 days back. Okay. Today is 16th. I want to check. Let's say I go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's say go with the 10. Okay. This 6 days back. So still, though, whether it is the first day of a month, second of a month, or 10th of a month, or 16th of a month, irrespective of your current date with month, okay? It's going to be the last date of a month. Something like, if the date between 1 to 15, so it is going to be the first day of a function, and after 15th, that is the 16th onwards, it is going to be the round to the next month, month end date. It should not like that. Whether it is the first day or 29th or last day before day, whatever it may be, whenever you are using last day function, it will take you to the, it will give you to the last of a month. Clear? Okay. Here more examples. Round. Okay. See what it will give? Round. We are passing this date. 16th March 2015, 4:33:54 is the date. And when you try to round that value, it is giving as 16th March 2015, 00000. So, our understanding from the round function is, it will round to the, it will round the time value. It will round the time value, right? So that's the reason it got rounded, that 4:33:54 got rounded, and it's giving 0000, but the date same. So get to the midnight of date of this month. Starting time of a 16th. What will be the starting time of 16th month? 16th month. It starts from 0000, and then it increases with 01, 02, 03, like that to the seconds. Once it completes the 59 seconds, then it will coming into the first minute. 124. This is the time frame, right? So what it will do is, it will take you to the, it will round to the time format till the time. Here I am passing date with Monday, MON. The first 3 letters are given date value. Here 6th March 2005, and we get as 1st April 2015. So understand. Today 16th March 2015, but when you try to round with the MON, what will happen? Here MON is not a Monday value. Okay, it is not a date value. Here we are passing as a month.
Oh.
MO not a Monday. Okay.
Okay.
So it got rounded to the month. That's the reason it will give to the it routed to the month. And you see here, if you have the last day, so last day, try to execute the last day. What it is giving? It last day of a month. Okay. To round, use the round with the month format. Okay. Here also by default it is taking to the month part only, right? It is not. I mean the last day, when you apply the last day function, it will take you month part, date part. It never change, right? Timestamp part is remains same. 043614 is remains same, but only the date got changed. Correct. The scenario when I try to execute round function in March, we got 1st April 2015 here. Okay. Okay. Let's observe one more example here. I'm taking date minus 6 is 10th of this month. 10th of March 2015, and I am trying to round it to the month. Here, in example, it will take you to the next month first date, and if you consider this example, it will take you to the this month first. So value here, if it is less than or equal to the 15, round. You remember we did discuss about the round, right, in arithmetic operations. So what will do, it will round to the next two decimals. When you play the round with the two decimals, if the value in the first decimal, second decimal part is greater than or equal to the 5, it will route to the integer value, right? If it is .26, it will route into the 3. Okay, this scenario here also, the date part, let us assume that say in any of the database, we will take the 30 days as a month. Okay, we would have 30 days a month as per calendars here. So in terms of database and application side, we will consider not even 30 days is a month. So if it is first half of the month, it will round to the, if it is the second part of the month, it will take you to the highest value. So round is the flexibility say, compared to the last day. Last day, whether it is the first part of the month or second part of the month, okay, it will take it directly to the month end date within the round. Round is different ways, in the two different dimension ways. One is, I mean to say, if it is less than or equal to the first half, less than or equal to 15th of a month, first part of a month, it round to the lowest value of the month. If it is greater than or equal to the 15th of a month, it is to the next date. So then, you got it for March 2015. Is that clear? And rounding it to the month, we are passing the parameter as year. So it will route it to the year. So it will be to the year. Why? Because in 1st Jan 2016 we got 1st Jan 2015. Why? You should have 12 months, right? So if you months, and if you divide it into 1 to 6, 1 month to the 6 months is the first part, and 6 months to the 12th month is the second part. So right now we are in the which part? First part or second part? It's the first part, right? First round.
Yeah.
It will take you to the low value, that is nothing but 01 Jan 2015. Okay, let's take another scenario, right? In 200 days, let's say. Input date, okay? Forget about this one. This is what the input date for the round, right? 200, that is nothing but this value, correct? So if we go over October 2015, which comes in the second part or the first part? The 10th month, it obviously coming in the second portion, second part. The region, it to the that is 01 Jan 2016. So
Anil,
yeah.
actually, I'll leave now today. I have
Okay.
some work.
Sure, no problem. Anyway, I'm going to conclude it in this one only. Okay, just have one more minute. Okay,
Oh,
execute this one and we can conclude it. Okay, and we are converting. So we are trying to round it to the Q. Q means quarter. Okay, year means year. M means month. Okay, so what we are trying to do is we are trying to round it to the nearest quarter, and first March 2001. Okay, so we have in here we have 12 months. For a quarter we have 3 months. Okay, 1.5 month is the first part, and the second 1.5 month is the second part. And right now we are in the March 15th. First 1.5 month means till February 15th. That incoming date is less than or equal to February 15th. Okay, go to the value, that is 01 Jan 2015. If it is greater than or equal to the February 15th till the March 31st, it will take you to the nearest integer, that is the April 1st 2015. Right?
yeah.
For your reference, I am going to paste all these things in a mail itself. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Send you these whatever we discussed in these select statements and all. I am going to send you in a mail. Okay? Maybe you can practice it in your own.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We will catch you in tomorrow. Okay?
Yeah.